Weren't you seeing it? Couldn't you feel it? An opening night win in a crucial series against the Atlanta Braves? No. 7-2, Phillies go down to Atlanta. They're now 80-64. Ricky Bo, this is the latest in a season's worth of games that have ended like this for the Phillies. When I say season's worth, I'm not saying it's happened all season, but it's happened too much this season, and his players failing to do their jobs. Namely, tonight, it started with Seranthony Dominguez. Your thoughts?
I mean, one of the most unlikely goats, I guess, if you will, of what you thought would happen in this game. But you have to have this stuff figured out right now. I know the bullpen was in a shambles a couple weeks ago, and then all of a sudden you got Seranthony back. You thought he was ready to go. And it just looked to me like he was actually a little bit on the side of everything he was throwing. He couldn't throw it in the strike zone. This is not what you want against an Atlanta Braves team, because all you're doing is feeding them. You just keep feeding them more like ammunition to feel better about playing you in the playoffs. This is a team you want to punch in the mouth and knock them down as hard as you possibly can, and the Phillies just keep letting this team back up on their feet. I mean, this one was a little bit mind-boggling because the Braves' offense looked anemic all game, and then all of a sudden Seranthony goes in there, walks the first guy, elevates a fastball to Acuna. Now it's a completely different game, and you felt like right there was enough probably to lose that ball game. It just kept getting worse and worse as that inning went on. I thought his location was awful, and it sucks because when you really look at it, you had Ranger Suarez who threw a gem tonight for the Phillies, and all of a sudden you go to the bullpen and you're putting it sure hands. You give it to Alvarado, he looked fantastic again, and then you give it to Seranthony, he can't find the plate.
Can't find the plate, and that was the frustration because it's such a fine line between winning a game and losing a game, and it doesn't matter if you win 7-2 or you win 2-1. The fact is the Phillies had a win seemingly in their sights, and it was not to be as they give up 6 runs in the 8th inning. They're chasing October, and you look at where things are now. They dropped to 2 games up on San Diego, and the Padres are winning 3-0 over Arizona, and they're up 3.5 games over Milwaukee. Milwaukee was down 5-0 big to the Yankees. The Yanks since have tied that up. That game is in the middle innings right now, so we'll see what happens. This could be not a good night for the Philadelphia Phillies, Ricky Bo.
Yeah, thank goodness there's another game tomorrow.
Let's go over it. And I know some people out there are thinking maybe we're a little bit over the top with this loss. Let me tell you something.
Every game is over the top.
18 games. That's what we do. There's 18 games remaining in this season. They could, maybe not easily, but they could miss the postseason. They could end up in the 3rd spot, which might be better, I know. But there's plenty of variables still to come, potentially, for the Phillies. This was an important game.
I just think this is statement time. You're going up against good teams. Let me ask you something. We've noticed the attendance at Citizens Bank Park. How do you get the people to go in there? You show them that you can beat good teams. You show them that you go in there and beat the daylights out of the Braves.
You make them believe.
And they had the Braves on the ropes in this one. Ben was right. You watch Max Fried today. Did you really think he had great stuff? No. The Phillies did enough damage to him to have a lead going into the 8th inning, and that's usually what's been the bread and butter of the Phillies. Get us to the 8th, 9th inning, and all of a sudden it's Seranthony. Seranthony looked very flat today. He couldn't get the ball where he wanted it, and that's a problem. And I think Rob Thompson and/or help me out, pitcher coach.
Caleb Cotham.
Caleb Cotham should have had an idea after 3 hitters to switch it up.
The night for Rangers, Suarez, 6 innings, 2 hits, and 1 earned run. That was a home run. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. You don't like to see those. 91 pitches, and an ERA that was 3.62. Goes down to 3.53 in 26 starts this season. Ricky Bo, you got to like that. They wasted this performance from a guy who's been, unfortunately, wildly inconsistent of late.
Right.
There he brings the consistency, and they blow it.
Yeah, this is kind of what you want to expect from Ranger. You don't get a lot of swings and misses. He's not afraid of contact. He threw the ball where he wanted it. I thought especially with his sinker and fastball, he worked well on the inside part of the plate. Wasn't afraid to go back in. If he just missed in there, you saw him go right back into the same spots. And then you watch later on, I thought his changeup was really good in this game. Anytime you have a combination of an inside fastball and a good changeup on the outside part of the plate, you're going to have people off balance. You're going to get weak swings. That's Ranger Suarez.
Ranger Suarez, and then Jose Alvarado comes in, and he's brilliant as well. Strikes out the first 2 hitters, ground out for the 3rd hitter, and then that brings us.
He's been a video game.
He sure has.
He really has lately.
He's been unhittable. He really has. And Seranthony Dominguez, who has pitched so well, he had missed time with injury, came back 2/3 of an inning, doesn't even get an inning, gives up 5 runs. You could tell the first 2 pitches he threw, Ricky Bo, that there was nothing really there. And then he seemed to lack confidence as he gave up run after run.
Yeah, people will sit there and say, well, he's throwing 98, he's throwing 99, blah, blah. Yeah, but if you have to watch the end of the pitch. You're not looking, if you're looking at the number, it's not worth it. What you have to do is watch the pitch to the end. If you see, you'll see when hitters, when he has a little something extra on it, a little extra jump on it, it's called finish. It's the last 6 feet to home plate. That's what you want to look for with Seranthony Dominguez, because it doesn't matter how hard you throw. If you lay it flat in there like he did to Acuna, he's going to make you pay for it, and that's exactly where he was tonight.
All right, so we go to Seranthony Dominguez in the clubhouse right now with translator Diego Etedgi. Here you go.
The walk and the first pitch home run, do you feel like you're still, kind of knocking off rust, coming back off the IL?
Pensé el boleto que diste, ¿no? Me dice que si tú sientes que todavía tienes como digamos ese polvo con un armario que uno está todavía quitándole el polvo.
No, sinceramente yo me siento bien, gracias a Dios. O sea, físicamente me siento bien.
No, not really. In all honesty, I feel pretty good.
What do you think was going on tonight then?
¿Qué pensaste que pasó esta noche?
Me caí abajo en el conteo, o sea, no fui capaz de ejecutar los picheos de calidad. El primer picheo que trae lo estaba fallando y cuando tenía que tirar un picheo de calidad lo fallaba.
Yeah, I wasn't executing my pitches. When I needed to throw a quality pitch, I couldn't do it. First pitch strikes were not there tonight, and I was falling behind in the count.
You say you feel pretty good. You're 100%?
Like physical, I feel 100%.
Did you expect that it might take time for your command to come back?
No, I feel good. Just didn't have my best command tonight.
39th home run for Kyle Schwarber, and we were talking pregame about the fact that he hit his 32nd home run to tie for the lead on June 28th. So he now has just 7 home runs between the end of June now and the middle of September. Maybe he's heating it up a little bit.
I said he's going to lead the league. I said he was going to lead the league, and I think that's going to be proven here. I think he's going to go on this little, barrage of home runs. It's how he goes. His whole career, when you look at it, he has these runs where he hits 12 home runs in 25 games. That's just Kyle Schwarber. That's what you get for him. That's what you pay him for, and I expect him to go on one of those right now.
All right, so give me the capper for him. What's his season high for home runs?
He's at 39 right now.
Yeah.
I will say there's 19 games or 18 games left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll go 5 more. 44.
44. You didn't carry the one though. Also, I'll say 45.
That's good.
How about this? This is Yingling's.
Lager up.
Wow, lager up. See, very mellow after a loss. You know that.
I hate losses.
That's what you get with Yingling lager. It just mellows you out.
And this is our lager up?
Yeah, it's the bullpen, and that really gets me. It's upsetting, Ricky Bo.
Jose gets a lager.
He gets a lager. He gets a Yingling. Yes, Sir Anthony gets one poured on him, and so does Nick Nelson. Yes.
Poured on him? Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So they can lager that up.
All right, Kyle Schwarber, postgame clubhouse. Let's take a listen to the leadoff man.
Home runs, it's 39. What does that mean to you? Anything?
No, really. I mean, I want to see where we're at the new year, and cool thing, put it in the cap, but I think the important thing is, trying to help the team every single day, right? And, we're pushing here, so it's, cool feather in the cap, but you know what, we still got a lot more things to do, so, but yeah, pretty cool.
Obviously, the game didn't end the way you guys wanted it to, but I think you guys grinded free to 110 pitches through 6 innings.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy with the at-bats tonight, just overall, especially against a pitcher of his caliber?
I would definitely say yes. Even though we didn't, put up the runs that we, wanted to, but I felt like if you can get a pitcher like that to get him 100 plus through 6 innings, he's we can leave a mistake at any point whenever you get to that point. So I feel like that we should definitely walk away with a positive there. Is that we've done a really good job throughout the whole year of really tacking on some pitches on some pitchers and making them fight and earn for every pitch, and we're going to continue to do that.
Does it sting not being able to walk out of here with a win, up 2-1 in the 8th, in this environment, especially against that team?
I mean, we want to win at the end of the day, every day, and it's a good team over there, and obviously I think that we would all say that we wanted to walk away with the win, but it's part of the game, and you have to move on to the next day, and you can't soak about it. You can't just sit in there and think about what could have happened. It happened, and we have to move on to the next day because we still got some things to do, and look forward to coming to the park tomorrow and trying to get a win.
It's not lost on you that 3 weeks from today.
I hope there is a next day. There won't be if they play like they did tonight. The road ahead for the Phillies at Atlanta tomorrow and Sunday. Then the Blue Jays come in. They're fighting for a playoff spot. That'll be difficult. Then the Braves, and that's the last time they play Atlanta in the regular season. Then at Chicago and at Washington. So an interesting schedule, Ricky Bo, for the Phillies. Certainly 2 tough ones coming up in Atlanta.
Those are the ones I want to see them win. I want to see them win some games against Atlanta and against the Blue Jays. I think that is important. It is important that you show up against these teams that are the playoff-bound teams. I know you're playing the Astros at the end of the season, but that means absolutely diddly to me because you're going down there. Who knows who's even going to be playing for the Astros at that point? Who's going to be pitching for them? You're going to see 5, 6, 7 numbered starters if you're lucky at that point.
All right, so Aaron Nola on the mound against Jake Odorizzi. And, Odorizzi's ERA is what, 4.15. What are you thinking tomorrow?
That's the only edge the Phillies have this weekend, starting pitching-wise. I think win for the Phils. There you go.
Okay,
How's
I'd
that?
like to hear that.